The federal agent's bark cracked the dawn like a rifle shot. "You towed WHE." His gravel pit voice ricocheted off stucco walls while boots crunched scorched pebbles. Karen, our HOA president, TikTok tyrant, and thundercloud of entitlement hovered. Nearby, smugly live-streaming with one hand and sipping Diet Cola with the other, I'm Ray, an aviation engineer. 2 weeks earlier, a fuel feed glitch crash-landed my experimental plane, callsign XQ9, in the desert. The National Transportation Safety Board slapped fluorescent seals on the wreck and ordered me, secure it beside your garage. Document everything. Wait for inspection. Orange cones framed the fuselage. Do not tamper tags fluttered like caution flags. To Karen, the wreck was junk metal ruining my Instagram aesthetic. She strutted across my lawn claiming it was a backyard terror prop. I showed her federal paperwork. She tore it up. "Printer stickers," she sneered. Then came bogus HOA violation slips. $500 per day for an unauthorized structure. I forwarded each threat to the NTSB. Their reply was blunt: "Do not move." The aircraft. 3 days later, Karen weaponized the neighborhood grapevine, stuffing mailboxes with notes from a fake neighborhood aesthetics committee. Even easygoing Greg warned, "She's talking tow trucks." I bolted cameras to the eaves, tightened tie-downs, and tried to sleep. Friday at dawn, chains clanged, hydraulics groaned, and a tow truck hoisted my plane like a prize catch. I bolted. Outside, coffee sloshing. "Stop, that's federal property." The driver shrugged. Orders from HOA. Karen's phone was live. Heart emojis exploded as the truck disappeared. I phoned the NTSB. Silence. Then a chilling question. "Is the flight recorder still on board?" My blood iced. The black box was inside. 30 minutes later, unmarked SUVs blitzed the cul-de-sac. Agent Blevins surveyed Karen's stream. "Notify." The director, civilian interference confirmed. Karen blinked. "Wait, you're serious?" She was about to learn how viral federal wrath can get. Agents traced the tow to a bargain outfit called Tough Hauls. Driver Donnie admitted dumping the fuselage at a scrapyard, cockpit pried open, black box missing. Blevins' stare could melt. "Titanium. Tampering with crash evidence is a felony," she told Karen. Karen scoffed, "Still live," claiming fake plane, fake rules. Yet her hands trembled. By sunset, our quiet street looked like a Netflix set. Barking dogs, flashing lights. Gawkers filming #PlaneGate. The scrapyard locked down under federal guard. Specialists hunted the recorder while techs vacuum cleaned rivets for prints. Karen doubled down. She printed conspiracy flyers blaming deep state aerospace tyrants, then scheduled at 10 p.m. HOA rally with a PowerPoint titled "How Ree's Fake Wreck Threatens Property Values." Attendance: 3 loyalists and her bewildered poodle. 40-8 hours later, the NTSB struck back. They found the black box in a storage unit rented under Karen's maiden name. Data looked salvageable. The DOJ drafted obstruction charges before sunrise. Local news plastered her mugshot beside the headline. HOA Karen destroys crash evidence. Faces federal heat. Memes of her towing SpaceX rockets went viral. More explosive. Preliminary data showed a lethal wiring defect that could endanger dozens of kit planes nationwide. My trash metal now carried life-saving intel. Karen's empire crumbled. Board members resigned. Reflective garden gnomes sprouted in protest. She retaliated by locking the HOA website and issuing bizarre edicts. No bird feeders before 10. Gnomes banned at dawn. Nobody listened. Kids chalked #by Karen on sidewalks. On arraignment eve, she live-streamed federal fakery exposed. Only 6 viewers tuned in, but screenshots sprinted across Reddit. A late-night host joked, "Imagine towing Titanic's iceberg because it blocked the view." Inside the neighborhood, the vibe flipped. Porch lights glowed again. Greg planted a pink flamingo once punishable by Karen Graham and winked at my camera. The wreck hadn't just exposed a wiring flaw. It exposed a control flaw. Hers. When the trial date finally posted, spectators RSVP'd like it was the Super Bowl. Reporters camped curbside, and homemade black box brownies sold out at the bake sale. Karen's crusade for cosmetic perfection had gone full circle. The harder she scrubbed at reality, the messier her own reputation became. Keep soaring onward. The courthouse buzzed like a live-stream feed. Spectators queued before dawn, phones poised to immortalize HOA Mythology's finale. Karen arrived in a fire engine suit, lawyers trailing like reluctant stagehands. Judge Harlan, renowned for slicing. Theatrics warned, no grandstanding, facts only. The prosecution obliged, rolling a highlight reel, Karen ripping federal seals, directing the tow, bragging cleanup complete. Each clip landed like a body blow. Agent Blevins followed. Her testimony steel cool. The missing black box could have cost lives. Preliminary data had already triggered national safety bulletins. Gasps rippled through the gallery. Even Karen's TikTok loyalists spammed crying emoji reactions. Defense tried spinning neighborhood wellness, but cross-examination buried that narrative beneath timestamps and storage unit receipts in Karen's handwriting. Hashtags #plain truth and #HOA hoax warred online in real time. Against her counsel's pleas, Karen took the stand. She unleashed a monologue about deep state, aircraft plots, gnomes as 5G antennas, and a war for suburban peace. The judge cut her mic when she invoked lizard people technicians. Jurors exchanged incredulous looks. Meme pages ignited. Deliberations lasted 96 minutes. Verdict: guilty on obstruction, evidence tampering, and conspiracy. Sentence: 9 months probation, 200 hours community service, a $50K fine, and a 5-year ban from any HOA leadership. The gavel sounded like a lid snapping on her reign. Outside, neighbors turned the scene into a block party. Reporters hunted reactions. Sprinklers soaked Karen's notes mid-rant, and the clip hit 1 million views in 3 hours. That evening, acting HOA President Dana knocked on my door with gnome-shaped cookies and a formal apology. The board repealed Karen's quirky bans in one swift vote. Reflective gnomes stayed. Porch flags flew freely. Soon the NTSB's full report dense. Text: explosive impact. It credited recovered flight recorder data from Incident XQ9 for exposing a latent wiring glitch. Manufacturers halted kit sales. Engineering forums exploded with redesign threads. My inbox flooded with gratitude notes and consultation invites. Karen, stripped of influence, listed her home quietly. A moving van swallowed the rosebush, and the notorious HOA President welcomes you sign. By dawn she was gone, no farewell post, just silence. Her saga became HOA cautionary legend. Training seminars now cite the Karen clause, warning boards against unchecked power. Our cul-de-sac transformed. Kids skateboarded, neighbors shared barbecue instead of bylaws, and Greg installed a flamingo dressed as an airline pilot. Cheeky badge of chaos conquered. Throughout the storm I kept welding, refining, iterating. Crash lessons shaped a new airframe. Reinforced wiring trenches, triple redundant power paths, smarter diagnostics. The project embodied resilience. Launch. Day dawned coral pink. Neighbors gathered with thermoses and lawn chairs, cheering as the engine purred. I throttled up, heart pounding, and lifted cleanly into the sky. Circling east, I saw the cul-de-sac shrink into a mosaic of rooftops. Karen's old house sporting a friendly welcome friends wreath. Air control cleared me to climb. Sunrise painted the horizon gold. I thought of caution tape, federal seals, and memes merging into this airborne moment. Adversity had forged viral strength. Landing hours later, children waved banners. Fly high, Ray. Thanks for safer skies. Gratitude replaced stress. Back in the hangar, I uploaded flight data to a global engineer portal. Downloads pinged across 3 continents within minutes. Collaboration eclipsed chaos. Life settled. Evening strolls, wind chimes singing unfined. A sign near the entrance reading "Community First, no tow zones for dreams." We'd graduated from paranoia to partnership. At night, under desert stars, I gaze at polished wings, remembering how one reckless tow unleashed a viral reckoning. Karen tried to drag my future away. Instead, she drove it straight into the spotlight. The lesson remains: guard your vision and always prepare for takeoff.